Actor Josh Gad has conquered just about every medium there is. On stage, he got a Tony nomination starring in the Broadway smash The Book of Mormon. He's appeared in more than 20 movies, and he's the voice of Olaf, the goofy snowman in Disney's animated blockbuster Frozen. Now Josh is teaming up with Billy Crystal for a new TV series called The Comedians, about the making of a sketch show.
So getting back into sketch comedy, that's got to be really fun, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Be great.
Better than having to do another movie where you've got to play the wacky grandpa, I guess.
Why would you assume I don't like playing a grandfather? I actually am a grandfather 4 times.
No, that's not what I meant by that.
Oh, I'm sorry. How did you mean it?
I was referring more to the wacky.
We are honored to have Josh here as a guest this morning. Good morning to you, Josh.
Thank you good morning to you guys.
I have to tell you, we both watched it. We both instantly loved it. It's based on a Swedish TV program. How did the idea first come to you, though? How did you get involved?
Well, I was presenting an award to Billy Crystal, which is really the only way you get to meet Billy Crystal. And afterwards, we met backstage, and I have always admired him. He's been one of my idols going all the way back to Princess Bride, hosting the Oscars, Comic Relief. And I knew that I wanted to do something with him. And he said, you know, I'm working on this series based on the Swedish show that I would love to send you a copy of. And I said, please, by all means, in my head thinking, oh man, I've been very unlucky in love with television. I don't want to be the proverbial anchor that brings this show down to the bottom of the sea. I don't think you want me involved. And I see this series, and within the first 5 minutes, I said, darn it, I'm hooked. It was so brilliant. It was so satirical. It was so meta. And the idea of playing myself was a very daunting, scary, and yet attractive idea.
You're basically making a series with Billy Crystal about making a series
with Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
And I like to say that it's a wormhole at the center of a rabbit hole, meaning the levels of meta on this series run so deep. The pilot, for instance, is Billy Crystal and I teaming up to do a show on FX, right? Which is really what's happening. The director, Larry Charles, is featured on the pilot, playing Larry Charles, who's also directing the pilot.
Who you fire.
Who we fire. And so there are all of these elements that just align and create the perfect storm for us to satirize and to build off of.
There are so many wonderful scenes in the sense that it's not even the dialogue that carries you, it's the silences. How much of it is scripted and how much of it is ad-libbed?
Well, the silences are all improvised. A lot of the show is improvised, and that brilliantly informs a lot of the series.
One of the things I find interesting with it is you're both sort of theoretically playing yourselves,
right?
But you're also allowing yourselves at times to be quite unlikable in this show.
Yeah, many of the episodes call on not only us to make fun of ourselves, but to make fun of each other. And you sort of go up to Billy Crystal and you go, so Billy, Josh Gad, I'm about to play Josh Gad saying awful things about Billy Crystal, but it's not about the real Billy Crystal. Afterwards, can fake Josh Gad and fake Billy Crystal go their own separate ways, and real Josh Gad and real Billy Crystal get a drink.
I'm sure there's lots of hugs after.
Yeah, there's lots of warm hugs.
You've got a lot of things on your plate, though. So I want to also ask you about Book of Mormon, because a lot of people just fell in love with your work there. It's been almost 3 years since
4 years. We just celebrated our 4-year anniversary. Yeah. And it's sort of the vessel that launched this career that I have now, and I'm forever grateful for that opportunity. It's been one of the great treats of my life, both creatively and personally.
Let's talk about the movie that every child loves you for, including
Love and Other Drugs.
Of course, I'm talking about Olaf, the character that you play on Frozen.
I misunderstood the question.
I mean, this is just such a wonderful character, and I mean, it is the hugest movie. But did you know when they first approached you and said, "Hey, do you want to play a snowman's voice"? Did you have any idea it would be so big?
I never saw it coming. I would say it sort of was this, no pun intended, avalanche of goodwill and discovery on people's parts, and you slowly started to realize about a month and a half, 2 months in, that it transcended its status as just a movie into something much bigger, and not a day goes by where a child, a parent, somebody comes up to me and tells me how much that snowman and how much that world has meant to them.
Hours of distraction for me, so thank you.
Oh, our pleasure. Frozen is considered one of the greatest babysitters ever, and we're honored for that
You have
distinction.
2 kids yourself. I mean, it must have, if you weren't already, it must have made you a hero dad.
My youngest daughter still poops herself, so she doesn't really know what Frozen is yet. And my oldest daughter, for a long time there it was a great get out of jail card, and now she's over the magic. Daddy's Olaf. That's yesterday's news.
Before we let you go, though, we also want to ask you about your big screen adaptation of Gilligan's Island, because so many people are wondering, will you play Gilligan? Is that a possibility?
You know what? We're actively developing the script right now. It's one of those things where you want to make sure that it's perfect, otherwise there's no reason to do it. Mm-hmm. If and when the movie gets made, am I interested in playing one of the characters? Absolutely.
Are you interested in playing Gilligan?
No comment. We'll see. We'll see. By the time it gets made, I may be too old to play Gilligan. You're going to be looking at a gray-haired Gilligan.
I grew up with that one, so I hope it all happens.
Well, it's a treasured one in my house as well, and we are looking forward to hopefully getting it made very soon.
Josh Gad, thank you very much, and good luck with The Comedians, which premieres Thursday on FX.